Okej, det är bra, ja. Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream. So today we are going to take just 2 small legs here from Oslo to Ålesund and back to Oslo again. I think we never flown to Ålesund on a live stream before, so this is going to be really interesting. So yeah, this should be 2 nice legs and we are ready to go. So the first thing, we can request the boarding, request boarding, and we want menses, and yes, so if you just can take a quick look at the weather, because I think the weather isn't very good at Ålesund. Okay, it isn't actually very bad. We have winds at 5 knots, good visibility, few clouds at 1,400, broken at 4,811. Okay, I think the weather was worse, but it isn't, so that is good. And we do not have any air traffic controllers online for this, for the start now. Okay, we can begin with the setup here. So we're going to fly from Echo November Golf Mike to Echo November Alpha Lima. For our call sign today, it's going to be Nordic call sign. I think it's Nordic 4 Golf Alpha. It's a long time since I've flown this route, so I don't remember. 4 Golf Alpha, yes. 4 Golf Alpha. We are going to depart out of runway. Where is you? Where is the route? I can't find it. Where is it? Oh, there you go. So we're going to depart out of runway 19 on right, then it is going to be 1 on the left in this case. And we are on the... Oh no, the performance is horrible. I like how the stream is actually in front of me. Or in front of, yeah, because you guys can see the outside, I think, and I'm still in the cockpit. There you go. So that was a really bad bit. But as you can see, we are on the east side of the airport. Yes, we could expect out of runway 19 left. And from 19 left, it should be out of the Airtog 3 Charlie departure. Just taking 1 on the left here. Okay, there you go. And then we can go to the next page. So our route today is going to be Airtog direct to Utruf. And then it's going to be direct to Ufgug. And then it's going to be directed to BT, and then it's for landing in Ålesund. You can activate, not execute. Just going to change some things here. So yeah, cause the next is going to be 9 final reserves. Oh my god, this iPad there. Final reserves for this flight is going to be 2.3 tons. Cruising altitude is going to be flight level 300. Cruising wind are going to be 259 at 66 knots. And the average ICA is going to be +4, so that means minus 40 degrees. Transition altitude for some reason this is 7,000, so we need to insert 7,000. If you just quickly fix that, some reason did. Oh, you can see we do not have any callouts here. for some reason the developers of the airframes are for some reason not selected the default transition to the 7,000 feet. That is standard in Norway, so why Norwegian is a Norwegian airline, so why? Yes, the route page is set to the performance are set. We can begin with the descent, so 250 below 10,000. Forecast 310, 200 and 100. And then the winds are going to be 256 at 77 knots. 255 at 76 and 246 at 51, so it's some high winds at this altitude there. Transition level is still 7,000 feet. QNH for Ålesund is, you can just get the weather here. So for Ålesund, that should be 1014. So there you go, 1014, that is set. So everything here should be good. Exit our engine outside, that is just 25 nautical miles on hold. Before we do anything else, we can request our refueling truck. Request refueling. We can begin to load our aircraft with the payload. So that is going to be payload. So we want 157 passengers on board. With a cargo of 2.3 tons, we can set 2,000 in the front and 300 in the back, so we can get a little bit weight difference. So yeah, its take weight should be around 60, maybe 65 tons or something. Yeah, around that, 65.6 or something. We are going to expect like 5.4 tons of fuel. Yeah, 5.4 tons of fuel. So there you go, we have now set up everything here. We can begin to prepare the takeoff calculations. Hope that PMDGs are going to release tablet soon, that would be nice. It should go to enter beta testing, so then it's not far away. Turn actual lights, there you go. So for our departure, first yes, we have a short field performance that is actually necessary for this airport. The runway isn't very long. I think you actually can manage to land with auto brake too, but yeah. Config. So we have short field performance. So takeoff, we're going to depart out of Economy Golf Mike, out of runway 19 left. Oh, that was not what I was supposed to do. Intersection, we can take maybe Bravo 7, wait and see. Winds at Oslo are 220 at 13. Temperature are 19 degrees and the QNH is 1015. Expected takeoff weight is takeoff weight is going to be like 63.3 tons. To be honest, that does make sense because we're going to have 5.4 tons of fuel. So we have to see the fuel weight. You know, that's a 60.2, 12.5% then on the center of gravity. So if you add then we have 60.2, going to add 5.4, that means 65.6. There you go. So that means I think that should be good. We can wait with executing it until we are sure about that. So I'm going to take a 26k rating with assumed temperature 31 degrees, so we can take Bravo 7 today. Going to take flaps, use flaps 5, trim at 6.9 units. So V1 is going to be 137, rotate 139, boarding is complete, and 148. But okay, refilling trick is now coming. Okay, so that should be good for that. We are going to depart 15, so we have like 20 minutes on us, so we don't need to stress, but to depart a little bit early, that is just nice. The last streams we departed way too late, so to have some extra time, we're not going to use that up. Okay, so departure, I'm going to select that if I can, and we still don't have any air traffic controllers online. Yeah, because it's the MFRA, that is going to be 1,690 feet. 1,690 feet. There we go. We're going to fly the F-23 Charlie departure. Bravo 7 makes sense because we're going to then taxi on, I think it is Victor. Then it's just a straight taxi into Bravo 7, so it makes sense to use Bravo 7 if we are able. And we are with the estimated takeoff that we have now calculated. So there you go. Yeah, we can also select the approach. So for arrival into Ålesund, we're going to land. I'm not sure about the runway actually. I think we're going to land runway 24 maybe. If we just check the winds currently at Ålesund. There you are. So winds now at Ålesund at 230 at 5, so it makes sense to land runway 24. So that means it's going to be Obito 2 Romeo. So I let run 24 riding Obito 2 Romeo. And it should be a bad dude maybe. No, sorry, Obito BT or whatever it's called. Maybe not. If I just selecting the islands here, it's going to be by Vavo. Here we go. Okay, so we can begin to prepare for our departure briefing. Just going to wait for the fuel truck so we can set the takeoff weights so we can get that. There you go. Okay, so we're going to just refill the aircraft quickly. So 5.4 tons, 5,400. Okay, so the take us were deleted. What? Why? 63.5 tons, why? It doesn't make sense, we have 5.4 tons of fuel. Yeah, maybe that isn't in, yeah, that isn't in weight. Or is it? I don't know. But 53.5 tons on the takeoff weight here. 63,500 and distance gravity also change at 13.6%. So now we have the takeoff speed we want. Okay, we can execute that. 26k with assumed temperature of 4. Why did that increase that? Yeah, now the takeoff speeds are deleted. So take off with 134, so 135k, 137, and 147. So 147, we can set that here. 147 and 6.5. That should be it for the takeoff calculation. And there you go. So now we can do the departure briefing. So departure briefing. So the weather at Oslo was recorded at 12:50 Zulu, that is just 10 minutes ago, and it is as follows. So winds are 2 to 0 at 30 knots, visibility 10 kilometers more, few clouds at 4,300, broken at 7,600. Temperature is 19 degrees, dew point is 8 and QNH 1014 and no sig. So, we are parked at the east side of the airport at stand 77. That should be around Romeo 1-ish. So we could expect to just take a straight push, and that is standard here in Oslo most of the times. And then we could expect to taxi via not Victor but Papa. So taxi up Romeo here and then right on Papa, turn up Bravo 7, runway 19 left. So as you can see, we have no restrictions and hotspots here on our taxi route. And then run heading is 192 degrees, and then for a takeoff or emergency briefing. So in 80 knots, we are going to reject for every normal things. Above 8 knots, we are only going to reject for engine failures, fires, winch warning, or aircraft is unsafe to fly. If I call the jet takeoff, I'm going to close the rest levers, raise the speed manually, and apply maximum reverse. If the auto brake is not braking properly, I'm going to take full manual braking off the aircraft. If you're able, we want to make it to run as soon as possible. If not, we can stop on the runway, set the park brake, and then do our identify the problem, carry out my command, add my checklist, and then decide further what we are going to do. If any warnings occur after V1, we're just going to continue and take off, raise the game positive rate, and no further actions under 400 feet. After that, we want to identify the problem, carry out my memory items, my command, add my checklist, and then return back for ILS 19 left, most likely for Oslo. So for our departure, we're going to fly the EV-tog 3 Charlie departure. As you can see, it's an Arna departure, so no VRs and Vs are required. MSFS also 3,900 feet, via maximum 250 knots below 10,000, and 7,000 is our transition altitude. As you can see here, we have an also weight departure position number 2 is used during climb out for this departure, so we're going to use that as well. And we have generally no threats for our departure today. So it is going to be a left seat takeoff with my flight director on the master, LAV and VNAV engaged. So then guys, are there any questions? Don't think so. Then our departure briefing is complete. We can set our acceleration altitude here. For this departure is going to be 3,000 feet for the nose abatement. And then we can look through the route. There you go. So left with Charlie, and then it's just north, and then we are going to fly here 24, and this is our engine, and now go around our missed approach. Yes, that is our missed approach. I think that was something with the route or something. And our engine altitude is just 25 nautical miles and hold. So that means 7,000 is going to be set in the MCP, LAV and VNAV is going to be engaged. We're going to set flight level 300 in the pressurization, turn on the seat belts, and we should be pretty much ready to go. Just need to take the airs or say hello to the passengers and start APU. Mine damer og herrer, dette er kaptein Snakker. På en Norwegian så ønsker vi dere velkommen ombord denne flygningen fra Oslo til Ålesund. Flytid til Ålesund I dag forventet til å bli rundt 50 minutter. Vi veldig snart klare for avgang, så etter å ta på sikkerhetsbeltet for egen sikkerhet og andres. Vær så snill frem til elektrisk demonstrasjon som kom fra kabinkrew nå veldig snart. Vi forventer vel ikke noe særlig turbulens gjennom flyturen, så det skal bli en ganske fin flytur I dag. Men ellers så anbefaler vi at dere har på sikkerhetsbeltet gjennom hele flyturen I tilfelle vi kommer bort til noe turbulens vi ikke hadde forventet. Været I Ålesund, det ser ganske bra ut. Vi har litt grann vind fra sør-vest. Også litt grann høyere skyområde og 11 grader. Så da ser vi bare sitte ned, slappe av og håper vi at dere kommer til å nyte denne flyturen med Norwegian. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. Bravo Norwegian, welcome aboard this flight from Oslo to Ålesund. Flight time to Ålesund today is expected to be around 50 minutes. We are ready for departure, so sit down, take on a seatbelt, and for own safety and others, please follow the very important safety demonstration that's come from the camera crew pretty soon. We should expect a pretty smooth ride today to Ålesund, but in case we encounter unexpected turbulence, we recommend you to have the seatbelts on for the entire flight. The weather in Ålesund is pretty good. We have some winds from the southwest, some higher clouds in the area, and 11 degrees. So then, just sit down, relax, and we hope that you are going to enjoy this flight with Norwegian. There you go, that was the PA. So we still don't have any controllers online. So we're going to fly on Unicom, so you can tune that in. Why is it sitting under the aircraft? It doesn't make sense. Maybe some sort of ground textures or something. We go Unicom, and we can also set the ILS frequency for 19 left, in case we're going to fly back here again. So the ILS for 19 left. No, that is not the sharps. So approach. Approach, please, thank you. So we want 19 left. ILS. ILS frequency for 19 left, then should be 11055. So then we just have that ready to go. 055. You can set that on active as well. There you go. That should actually be set before I started because the aircraft landed on one I left, so yeah, but we should now be pretty ready to start. So the aft fuel pump on the left aft, and start APU, and we can do the pre-flight checklist. So pre-flight checklist, pins and covers are removed, oxygen, what happened there? Checked 100%, NAT transfer and display switches all at normal and auto. Window heat on, air condition pressure backs off, and all bleeds are on. Flight instruments, we are tracking 282 degrees, QNH 1015 and reading 690 feet. That is the same on the other side as well. Parking brake is set. Engine delivery is cut off. Rudder and Nederland 3 are free and 0, and takeoff and taxi briefing are complete. Previous checklist per outline. Fuel, we have 5,400 kilograms on board, and all wing pumps are going on. We have nothing in the center. Passenger signs are set. Auto brake, RTO. CD brief and cars completed. Takeoff speeds. V1 135, routed 137, V2 147. MCP V2 147, heading 1 and 2 and 7,000 feet are set. Previous checklist are complete. So then we can turn on the AP generators. So then we are pretty much ready for pushback. We can turn off the trunks. We can turn on the train, traffic as well. Then we can prepare for pushback and departure. Nice. So we want to depart out of intersection Bravo 7. Seems like the weather have changed or something, because, or maybe it isn't, maybe it's just the terrain in the area. Because the terrain is varies, and it should still be the same. So if it is 1250, that is not just 19 minutes ago. Yeah, that's correct. The 6 is still the best option. I think the sound is going to be like a little bit metallic, but that is, if you guys want to hear GSX, then that's the best option. Okay, they are now connecting the tugs, so we can take the before start checklist. Flight door closed and locked, doors windows are closed locked, and the collision light on and transponder altitude off. Before start checklist are complete. Yeah, straight push, code Charlie here.
Release parking brakes.
Brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Okay, so we want to start engine number 2 first, so sequence 2 to 1. I think that is acceptable. So it's clear on the left, he's going there, so that is good. Clear on, should be clear on the right. Clear on the right. Starting engine number 2.
Set parking brakes.
To go and parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
There you go. So ground to cock, flight to ground. Good conf. We have good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Maybe I need to try to find how I can delete that sound so I can say it myself. Okay, so we can start engine number 1.
Unlocking gear.
25 fuel.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
There you go, engine number 1 is stable. Turn on the generators, AP off. Turn on the packs. And oh my god, this back again. Maintenance, hydraulic fluid. That's something we need to check every time. We need to remember that to always check that we have hydraulics in here, because there's some sort of bug that removes all the hydraulics or something. Okay, there you go. So we can take the flag control check. He goes with the gear pin, so that is good. Flag control check, elevators. Checked, ailerons. You're checked. And rudder. Checked. Flag control check are complete. Flaps to 5. And a 4 taxi checklist. So generators on, P2 heat on, anti-ice off, air pressure packs auto, isolation auto, engine start, switches at continuous, recall, checked, engine start levers idle 10, flag closer jet, ground equipment is, we have a fire truck there, but ground equipment is clear, and AP are off. Before taxi checklists are complete. So just go to, there you go. So there you go. So we can turn on the taxi lights. And we can announce, we forgot to Unicom again. I always forget Unicom. I'm really sorry for that, guys. Yeah. We have 4 Golf Alpha. Cargo traffic, Nordic 4 Golf Alpha, taxiing, holding point, below 7, runway 19 left via Romeo and Papa. Cargo traffic. There you go. So, the taxi lights on, brakes released, immediate taxi. So we can announce that we want to lane up for the part. So can we cruise seat for the parts, please? And we have descending flights at 1260. Cargo traffic Nordic 4 Golf Alpha, landing up at departing runway 19 left. Cargo traffic. before take a checklist. Flaps, 5 land, 5 green lights, stabilizer shape to 6.4 units, set and chemical. Okay, fine. Before take a checklist are complete. There we go. Okay, so we can take off. Take off. Rest stable. Take reset. Checked.
V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Get up. Normal day on. Flaps 1. Can release the camera. Flaps up. Put the climb up to flexible 300. Set standard and standard. That is cross-checked. And after take a checklist. After take a checklist, engine bleeds on. Packs auto, landing gear up and off. Flaps up, no lights and all bits are standard set and cross-checked. After take a checklist, I repeat. have flown for 2 minutes or something. Okay, vi har VTC in Flesland. That is just some sort of fabric thing or something. Maybe. I've never seen that before. Is that new in the 77 now, or has it always been there, or I don't know. So Vanilla made a thumbnail, as you can see on the live stream there. It was really bad weather in Ålesund, so yeah, but it should be. Yeah, but it should be good weather now, hopefully. Also, guys, if you can see on the photo on my channel, like my channel picture, that is actually a flight from Ålesund to Oslo that I took one day, and I think that's one of the most beautiful pictures I've ever taken on in the flight simulator. It was really nice. But we should begin to prepare a little bit for arrival. It is not very long cruise, so the flight time should be around 50 minutes, so we don't have that much time to prepare. So yeah. So we're going to expect around the ILS for 24, that is 111.95. 1195, missed approach, that is going to be inclined to 10 DME, Victor go through, to right into 7, and follow the 10 DME arc, Victor India Golf, Victor India Golf, that is the Gravior, enter holding, climb to 5,000. So we need also Vigra, we are 1158. That is not 8. 1158. Minimums for this landing should be 274 feet. Is 70, so we can set 100, and yeah, that should be good. I think I'm pretty much ready for our arrival. There you go, for us to go, so we are soon going to begin our descent actually. So I think we can do the approach briefing. There you go. Get the weather for Ålesund vehicle. There you go, we are now on our cruising level. And we are very soon ready for our approach briefing, sorry, not the departure briefing. Okay guys, are you ready for the departure briefing? Sorry, the approach briefing. So, the weather... Are you kidding with me? Oh, there you go, thank you. So, the weather at Ålesund was recorded at 13:20 Zulu. That is around 12 minutes ago, and it is as follows. So, winds at 230 degrees at 27 knots. 230 at 27. Oh, okay, the weather isn't that good. 227 knots, visibility 10 kilometers more. We have shower rain in the vicinity. Scatter at 3,500, broken at 6,200. 11 degrees, 2 bodies, 5 QNH, 114. So, we're going to land via the OBT2 Romeo arrival. As you see here, it is an R now arrival, so no VRs and Bs are required. And the B here, or sorry, the MSA 6,400 feet. And the only threat we could have for this arrival is the terrain in the area and maybe the weather if it is going to be worse. So we're going to land via the ILS runway 24. Running is 240 degrees and ILS is 111, that's small line 5. Minimums are going to be 274 feet, and yes, transition altitude is 700, nose correction is 7,000, and airport elevation is 70 feet. So for this approach, if we need to go around, we're going to climb on 243 degrees to DME 10.0 vertical thermal, that's our ILSTB. After that, turn right to intercept and follow 10 DME arc via the Victoria Golf, that is the Vigra VR, to Tumno. Enter holding and climb to 5,000 feet. So when we have landed in Vigra, what is actually our... yeah, that is Delta Yankee 410. So oh yeah, that's great, we need our flight back to get to where we're going to park. So we're going to park at Stad 3 then. So when we land at Vigra, we're going to we're going to take a backtrack whenever possible, and then we're going to taxi via Delta here to our stand. That should be stand 3. Stand 3 is... where's the park? Stands. There you go. Park this is Oslo. That is the wrong airport. Ålesund, charts, taxi, stand, but it's not stands. Okay, we don't have stands here then. Yeah, there it is. So stand 3. Where does that come from? Okay, so maybe that is then going to be our parking. That is going to be maybe 13. Gate 13 for our parking today. We can just take it to 13. So then guys, are there any questions for this arrival? Maybe actually you get our stand. Yeah, to Oslo. If you go to port gate 3, yes, I know, but are we air flying to Ålesund? Oh, I didn't know that. Arrivals. But where is the map? There you go. Oh no, that was the wrong map. Okay, I don't find it. Okay, sorry for that. But yes, then there are not any questions. Then we are good with the approach briefing. Linga, hello, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, that is approach briefing complete. Just going to wait for descent. So on this front we actually have a little bit of room in the air, but okay, so we're going to land at 14.8. We can check if they are like necessary to do any shortcuts. I think we can fly this. We don't need to take any shortcuts. That is okay to me. Yes, I'm doing very good. So if you want more information for the weekend, so it is going to be a 100 special flight, or 2 actually, because Norwegian, as you may know, Norwegian flew with UNICEF down to Addis Ababa earlier in March. So we're going to fly down there on Saturday and fly back again on Sunday. So I'm maybe not going to stream on Friday and maybe not on Monday as well, because we're going to fly like 8-hour flight one way on Saturday and Sunday. The only thing that's a little bit of a problem here is that the 800 here doesn't have the range to Addis Ababa, because the Norwegian flew with the MAX aircraft, they have a little bit longer range. So we need to take a landing somewhere to refuel our aircraft, but I don't know where. Maybe in Athens, but that is maybe a 3-hour flight. And then the refueling there is going to take a while because we need a lot of fuel there. So maybe we're going to take maybe Cairo or something in Egypt, a little bit closer. So I think to take a landing on the airport that's a little bit closer to Addis Ababa because of the time of refueling. So we don't use all of our time on another airport to just refuel the aircraft. So that is the plan, and maybe we need to take like this landing also on our way home. So yeah, but it should be fun. Should be fun. And maybe I'm going to set up for the streams tomorrow or something. weather today. Hopefully the weather should be okay at Vigra as well, Ålesund. Okay, for 20 minutes, sorry. 30 and 20 minutes, 10 minutes difference, so yeah. We should soon begin our descent, so you can select 20,000 feet. 20,000 feet we can get the weather, so we can give that to the passengers. So we have passed 1340, this is a 1320. So yeah. For some reason the weather is not much worse than it was on our than it said on our flight plan for some reason, so but that's okay. Okay, so how many miles do we have for our deposit? Just 1.6 miles. So in around a few seconds. The aircraft have already begun its deceleration. And there you go, we're now beginning our descent. So then we can do a little PA to the passengers. Mine damer og herrer, dette er litt oppting fra cockpiten. Så har du kanskje lagt meg til så nå begynt nedstigen vår ned til Ålesund, og vi er forventet til å lande om rundt 25 minutter. Været i Ålesund ser ikke like bra ut som når vi tok opp fra Gardermoen. Vi har fortsatt vind fra sør-vest. Siden var det ganske bra, men vi har litt regn i området. Skyene er blitt litt lavere, men vi har 11 grader. Vi har blant annet en veldig fin flytt til Norwegian, og vi håper vi ser det igjen veldig snart. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick update from the flight deck. As you may have noticed, we now begin our descent down to Ålesund and are expecting to land in around 25 minutes. The weather in Ålesund is not that good as when we departed. We have still some wind from the southwest. The wind should still be good, but we have some rain in the area and the clouds have gotten a little bit down. But we still have 11 degrees. So we hope that you enjoyed this flight with Norwegian, and we hope to see you again very soon. There you go. Eric Place, hello, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. Okay guys, I am back very soon. waterfall, so I want to make videos about that from streams. Would that be something you guys are interested in? Maybe I want to make it, but I don't want to do it if you guys want to see it, so I'm not going to use my time for that then. I can also maybe ask in the Discord server after the stream. Maybe I actually can ask now. We have not passed 10,000 feet yet. No, we're passing 10, but no, 15,000. That was close. So 53. 53, I want to turn on seatbelts. If you can just say... Okay, take any questions. Where is the... Are you... Okay, then we cannot take it there. Take it here. It seems like you guys want it. I've got 2 thumbs up. It was a question, so yeah, it seems like some of you guys want it. That's like also a good thing those of you who won't like to see all the flight event and so on and don't want to watch like 8-10 hours of footage. So yeah, we can actually try to do that on our flight back, so I can release a little video maybe tomorrow or something about that flight. So it seems like you guys wanted, so then I can try to make it. We just have a plane that I think departed from Ålesund. I hope it departed from Ålesund, otherwise we are going to collide with it. Because okay, we are getting above us. Yeah, that plane have departed. There's no reason that they have to climb if it's going to land now. As you can see the threads, it's a little bit of terrain here, but not a little bit, it's a lot of terrain in there. You see the approach or the arrival chart is also red or orange all around the chart. So. Thing I forgot is the fixed ring here for runway 24. That should be at 5 miles. And yeah, oh, I forgot the runway heading as well. 243 degrees. How could I miss that? That is why you always have co-pilots that can correct your mistakes. For Golf Alpha? What did he say? Jeg skal også inn til Vikar her. Jeg skal også inn til Vikar. Ja, vi skal til Ålesund. Ja, hvis det er greit for deg, så kan vi gjøre det. Ja, da skal jeg gjøre det. Okay, so we can speed up to 280 and but not, as we discussed, without traffic. Okay, we can select the QNH Advanced Mode 4. Do the approach checklist. So ultimate is 1.14 set and cross check. The approach checklist is complete. Okay, we can hold it at 200. Okay, so he's tuning visual. Okay, so he's got to land wave for us. I think he was at plane that was departing, but he was not. Okay, so he goes visual, so then I think he has visual contact with the runway. Okay, so we're flying at 200, the other plane behind here should fly at around 200 or below, I think, and he should maybe, yeah, should be separated good enough here. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you take flaps 5. Slow down. You can't see the plane behind us. That can actually be a little bit of a problem, but the weather is actually pretty good, okay. Can we brace it for landing, please? I think we can maybe fly 160 knots until the 5 mile final because of separation. If that allows with the aircraft in front of us. But the aircraft behind us should be 4 minutes apart, so there go, we're now turning final approach, localize the captured. But where is the... Okay, should have... No, should have landed. Not want to stall out here. We can be... Okay, we're across. Okay. Yeah, still not established yet. Just don't establish it. Okay, come on, just... att vi har 10 i alla fall. Okay, so we can set our missile approach altitude to 5,000 feet. Okay, now we can definitely slow down if he's going to backtrack. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot the descent checklist as well. Oh my gosh. Traffic, Nordic 4 Golf Alpha, established ILS 24, 10 by 5. Oh shit, he's so close. Good. We got to accelerate a little bit so we maybe can get a little bit better separation. Get out. Laps 15. Laps 25. Laps 30, landing checklist. Chemical given any starts with at continuous speed brake. Arm landing down flaps 30 green light. Landing checklist are complete. Vi ska pröva.
Ja, det gör det. Det ligger på något bredband. Det var när man faktiskt måste vinna direkten på Ålesund och Ghana på. Det var det gratis.
Okay, Delta, that means we do not have a lot of runway, so I think we got to change the auto brake max, yeah, as we did there.
1,000.
Checked. Okay, we are following divided speed.
approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue. Also traffic Nordic, forgo for far, runway 24 vacated.
Super. Running for the
That was a really quick stop. Okay, we are actually not vacated yet, but so he just know that he can actually land. Oh shit, he was close. My gosh. He was really close. Start our APU. What is happening with this aircraft here? Happening here. 12, 13. Was landing right in what? Oh, it's actually pretty smooth. That's good. Oh, I forgot the profile. I forgot to download the GSX profile, but should still get. Norwegian is best, so it makes sense that there's a lot of Norwegian. It's free Norwegian aircraft to this little airport. Okay, there you go. Two blue, one red engines are dead.
Nei, du ikke gjør det, fordi det var feil. Jeg tuller. Ja, det er greit. Ja, det hadde ikke gjort noe sånt, men jeg skal ikke noe trene. Men jeg trenger å over. Ja, det er greit å få.
Okay, so we can request services. We can request a little ground power unit here. There we have Norwegian. Well, everyone fly with the same aircraft. We have 3 airplanes there at the same registration. That is... we want to dispatch our next flight plan. There you go. And we can request deboarding. He's now departing. Okay, so that was a flight time of 51 minutes. And like I said, a landing rate of 63 feet per minute. So it actually was really good, but we're a little off center line and a bit before our touchdown, so, but that was because of the traffic, so we was sure that we actually could manage to stop the aircraft. So it was a reason for that, and I think we managed that really quick, really good. And I hate GSX so much. Okay, so before we are going to request a boarding, we're going to reset GSX with a profile for this airport. If that exists, though. No! 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 It was some dude that took our flight plan for us, so we need to change call sign to 414 then. There you go, so it can be Nordic 414. It's better than nothing, but not what you want. I think this guy, maybe, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to fly from Echo November Alpha Lima to Echo November Golf Mike. Call sign today's Nordic 14, no, correction, sorry, 414. I'm going to depart out of runway 24, departure 24 via D. Okay. To be honest, I'm not actually set up everything as we are not ready to. I need to load a Navigraph because for some reason I don't get departures when I'm making the flight with the website of the virtual Norwegian. So we need to get the Navigraph here. But that doesn't work. No! Import from SimBrief. Thank you. So that was a flight time of 51 minutes. So departure out of Vigra here should be on the Gigir 1 Foxtrot. There you go. Gigir 1 Foxtrot. Just going to let that load in, and then we can get our operational flight plan. And one thing I need to remember, it seems like the feedback here was actually strong for these videos. From 2 last I checked, but maybe it's from more people here. Yeah, here we have. Yes, yes. Okay, we have got 3 thumbs up for that. What? Okay, so then I'm going to launch up the order. I have the flight control replay before, I think, but that is like when I last time used it, it dragged a lot of performance out of my PC. So then we are going to just use Sky only for the day. It works, so it is good enough. It works for that. What it's supposed to do. and that's the important thing. Just going to load up here so we can get our flight back. I really hate this passenger bus thing. Okay, so we got two alternates, Torp and not Arlanda but something else. Okay, so our route then is going to be Gigir direct to Kiev, and then direct to Belgium. Yes, we are not south Belgium, and that is it. So Super says 19 left for the arrival. We can try to find out. Okay, so the next flight this aircraft is going to take after this is going to be something. What is that? Next flight with this aircraft is going to be back to Ålesund, I think. Yes, Nordic 414. What we are flying now, 414. That's going to be depart out of gauge Charlie 4. So if we just can get the map here of Charlie 4 is it on the east or the west side of the airport? Charlie 4 is on the west side, so then we could expect one on the right then. Arrival ILS19 right by the Belgian team marked by Baba transition. There you go, we can go to inner drive cost index, it's going to be 9. Final reserves, they are going to be something. 2.5 tons. 2.5 tons, and what else? Yeah, cruising altitude. Flight level 310 for this flight. 310. Cruising wind are going to be 25576. And the average ICA is going to be, what is that actually going to be? +5, that means -41. Okay, people are deboarding the aircraft. What is happening here? The aircraft is like jumping up and down. Really sporty aircraft. Forgot the shutdown checklist. Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off, pitot heat off, hard panel set, flaps up, brakes are maybe we actually need to release it. Yeah, we definitely need to release the brakes. And just always get off, weather it off, and technical are complete. Shutdown checklist are complete. So the only thing that is going to hold us back now is the brakes. We are pretty hot on the brakes now. But that makes sense. But that's okay. We do have time. I think when are we actually going to depart? At 14:35. So around 10 minutes. And we are not even beginning the boarding. Oh my gosh, we are going to be late. No, I don't want the deboard crew. So we're just going to get a profile for this airport. So we don't need to have this bus thing, then things can go a little bit faster. Okay, just Ålesund. To Ålesund Vigra, yes. Is it a regional? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it is a regional airport. But we want the GSX profile for Ålesund by Orbanks. Download, please, faster. Come on, there we go. Okay, so descent should be 250 below 10,000. And you can just hold it there. Straight files. There goes, and we can just reset GSX. There you go. So yeah, 250 below 10,000 forecast, 310, 200, 100, and then we can just get the winds. The winds are going to be 249 at 79. Then we can hopefully GSX should be ready. There you go. There you go, and we can request boarding. We want aviator 253.53, and the last one is going to be 256.30. The QNH is going to be, that is too far, there we go. So for Oslo, QNH is going to be 1014. Okay, so we can just go quickly through the route, and we can actually check if we have any engine outsits. There you go. No. So Echo November Alpha Lima. Okay, so then we're going to do that from the performance calculator instead. Okay, we can maybe zoom in a little bit. So our departure, and then down to Oslo, so it was real quick route. So that should be good. We can go here to the payload, we can insert what we are expecting of the weights. So we're going to be 108 passengers with 2 tons of cargo. 108, no. No, what's happening? 108 and 2 tons of cargo. We can just set everything in the front. We can't depart on time, we don't have time for it, and the brakes need to cool down, so we are going to be late. We don't have any other choice. But I think this aircraft is going to fly back again, so if he departs a little bit before us, that is just good. Or fine, because then we have a good amount of separation between us. So then we do not need to stress that with 3 aircraft or something on final, and we forget everything we are actually going to do. But it was really good. I enjoyed that arrival there. So perfect net. Okay, they are still using bus. It's literally a path there to walk on. Why does this path even exist if you are going to use a bus? This doesn't make sense. Did I get around with changing the profile or not? I think I need to fix that myself. Now I know what I'm going to do 5 hours after the stream. But yeah, if you want something to be done, then you need to do it yourself. Isn't that what everyone says? Okay, so we can begin to set up the departure or the performance calculation. There you go. So the weather at Ålesund now is as follows. We can insert that. So takeoff dispatch, Echo November Alpha Lima, departing out of runway 24, intersection Ål. Winds are pretty strong, oh my god. 230 at 25, gusting 37. At 25. Gust is... Okay, then we're going to calculate with a wind at 35 or 37 because it's gusting up to 37 knots. So the calculator is aware of that. So it's light rain, few clouds, so on. Temperature 11. And kinetic 1.05. Why is it 1.04 then? 0.15. And our expected takeoff weight is going to be takeoff weight 58.
Establishing on the island to the approach runway 2 for currently 10,005 and overhead ballast.
Okay, no one is departing, so you are good to go. Scandinavian Airlines. It is occupied by Norwegian Air, but otherwise it's good. Yes, everything seems to be good to go here. We just got on the bus. I hate these bus things. And we are so hot. How are we even going to manage to depart without hot brakes? I can try to find out if there are some limits. What is the limit for departure? Service limitations. Landing gear. Maximum external air. Yeah, power. Landing gear. Yeah, so maximum speed gear retraction. Yeah, but I want brakes. So do not apply brakes until after touchdown. Operation will assume temperature reduced takeoff thrust is not permitted with anti-skid inoperative. That makes sense. Max speed, gear extension, retraction and extension. Max speed for retraction is 235 knots. But I want brakes then. That should be... But why isn't any... So isn't there any limitations on the brakes? I don't know. Yeah, it's good action. Can I crosswind? No! Maximum of crosswind is 35 knots. At good conditions. And
Eagle FX can able to establish on the localizer runway 2 for the ground.
And we have gusting at 37, so that is most likely actually not... kidding me.
Yeah,
we have a dude. Yeah, okay, so it's a lower display. So it says temperature reached 4 units. Remember it reached after then. Okay, so around 4 units that we have now, that should be good enough. So we should be able to depart when it have crossed 4. And then we can have the gear up a little bit to reduce the temperature. And maybe we can request refueling. And then we can do the departure briefing, PA, and then so on. Okay, I think he's pushing back now. That's good, but we are definitely too late. We need to break serious braking action on our flight here, so we need to wait a little bit for the brakes to cool down. So, and we are generally a little bit behind schedule, so. Like I said, it's just a good thing that he departs before us, because then we do not crash with the trotter or something. Then it's...
Blir det försöka nå dig. Få till pushback känsla.
You have already pushed. Oh my god, what is happening? It's so much to look at. Oh my gosh. Why is that always happening? That is my question. Why? So we are going to have 5,100. That gives us a takeoff weight of 58,700 and a center of gravity of 13.7%. We can actually take a G-rated takeoff, that's the worst thing here. Okay, so animal limit we can take a 22k but we assume temperature. What happened? Assumed temperature of 50 degrees.
And you get a check, and I want to say now final runway 2 for Vigra.
That's 5 center gravity is 6.4 units. So then take speed to 1128, 128, 129, 142. And then if you go to our landing en route, I think there we can get to the brake temperature, so we can use the yes. So we can set the highest we have now is 4. Okay, that did not work. 4. That means cool down on the ground for 42 minutes and an initial gear down, cool down, in flight. So you need to have the gear around down for around, we can say 42 minutes, between 4 and 2 minutes. And MFRA is going to be 1086. There you go. So then we can do our departure briefing if everything is correct and ready to go. Passengers just need to wait. Like I said, we are always behind schedule on my streams there for some reason. Just going to get the weather. One of the things is my iPad is so slow. Okay, so then guys are ready for the departure briefing. So, the weather at Vigra was recorded at 14:20 Zulu, that is 18 minutes ago, and it is as follows. So winds altitude is at 25 knots, gusting up to 37 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers more. We have light rain in the area, full clouds at 1,900, scattered at 3,900, broken at 6,300, 11 degrees, due weather for QNH 1015. So, we are parked here at stand 13, expecting maybe a push facing northwest, and then we're going to taxi down the apron Alpha to runway 24 and then backtrack as well. We have no other restrictions, anything on our taxi route, and running 243 degrees. So then for any emergencies under 8 knots, we are going to reject for every normal things. Above 8 knots, we are going to reject for engine failures, fires, winch warning, or the aircraft is unsafe to fly. If I call the jet takeoff, I'm going to close the thrusters, raise the speed manually, and apply maximum reverse. If not, the brake is not braking properly, I'm going to take full manual braking off the aircraft. If you are able to make it running as soon as possible, in this gate backtrack first. Maybe, and take the and then identify the problem, carry it and memorize my command, and then I'll checklist and decide further what we're going to do. So if any warnings go after V1, we're just going to continue takeoff, resting your post rate, and no further actions under 400 feet. After that, we're going to take the or identify the problem, carry it in my items to my command, and checklist, and then return back for a landing here at Viga. So one other thing we have, we are going to have the gear out a little bit longer for 2 to 4 minutes for this flight because of cool down. So yeah, so we are going to have the gear extended for 2 to 4 minutes and then retract it when on my command. So for our departure, we're going to fly on the Gigir or something. Gigir 1 Foxtrot departure. It is an hour departure, so no VRs and Bs are required. Transition at 7,000 feet, initial clearance is 6,000. Initial clearance is 6,000. Gigir to Echo, 27 miles from Gigir 1 Foxtrot at Baksa. Climb to cruising levels, stand in flight, stated in flight plan, expect further climb from ATC. So when you're past Baksa, then we're going to climb to our cruising altitude. MSA 6,400 feet, and the other threats we should have for this departure is winds, so generally the weather, and the high terrain in the area. So then it is going to be a left seat takeoff with my flight director on master, LM and VNAV should be engaged. So then guys, are there any questions for the departure briefing? I'm sorry if that was a little bit too quick, but we need to get out of here. Yeah. Are there any questions? Probably not. Then the departure briefing is complete. So one thing we're going to do, we're going to calculate our in-flight cool down right before departure, so we know exactly how long it is, because the brakes are cooling down. Yeah, the brakes are actually cooling down, so that's nice. Okay, so then we should be pretty soon ready for departure. We can take the PA to the passengers. Mine damer og herrer, dette er kaptein snakker. På en av Norwegian så ønsker vi velkommen ombord denne flygningen fra Ålesund til Oslo. Flytid til Oslo i dag er forventet til rundt 40 minutter. Vi er litt forsinket i dag, vi beklager veldig for mye for det, men ellers er vi veldig snart klare for å ta av herfra. Så vi anbefaler at følge med på den veldig viktige safety-demonstrasjonen som kommer fra kabinkrew veldig snart, og så ta på sikkerhetsbeltet. Vi forventer kanskje litt turbulent avgang i dag. Det er ganske høy vind, så vær litt obs på at det kan være litt turbulent for take-offen i dag. Men ellers forventer vi ganske smooth flytur til Oslo. Også været i Oslo ser veldig bra ut. Vi har bare litt grann vind fra sør-øst, og så er det 19 grader og litt kylig område bare. Ellers så sitter ned og slapp av, så håper jeg at dere får en veldig fin flytur med Norwegian. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Both on Norwegian, welcome aboard this flight from Ålesund to Oslo. Flight time to Oslo today is expected to be around 40 minutes. We are a little bit delayed, we are very sorry for that, but we are very soon ready for departure, so if you can sit down, take on the seatbelt, and have our own safety and others, please follow the very important safety demonstration that comes from the camera crew pretty soon. We could expect some turbulence on our departure today because of really strong winds, and otherwise it should be a really smooth flight, and the weather in Oslo is really good. We have some winds just from the south west, and then 19 degrees and some few clouds. We hope that you are going to enjoy this flight with Norwegian and sit down, relax and enjoy the flight. There you go, we can take the preference checklist and then leave this airport. So, preference checklist, pins and covers are removed, oxygen. Tested 1%, not transparent display switches all at normal and auto. Window heat is on, air pressure packs off and all bleeds are on. Flight instrument we are tracking 150 degrees, connection 1015 reading 80 feet, that is correct. Park brake is not set, we're going to leave it off for now. Engine start is cut off, ready to free and zero, and take taxi brief complete. Going to start APU, so left aft fuel pump on and starting APU. So then below the line, fuel we have 5,100 kilograms on board and all wing pumps are going on. Passenger signs are set. There you go. Auto brake RTO. CD prefill anchors completed. Takeoff speed V1128, rotor 129, V2142. MCP V2142 heading 243 degrees and 6,000 feet are set. Prefer checklist are complete. How does it go with the traffic here in the area? Okay, we have this SAS thing, and the Norwegian aircraft is far away. Also actually. There we go. And we can release the shocks and request pushback and departure. I'm really sorry, GSX, that I forgot to set the parking brake. Yes. Okay, and should be ready for departure. She is going to fix everything. I'm really sorry for that. I said that's wrong. I'm really sorry. Scandinavian Airlines SAS. Could barely see the SAS logo there. Someone haven't done the logo correctly. Okay, we can do the before start checklist. Flight door closed and locked. Doors windows closed, locked. Anti-collision light is on and transponder altitude off. Before start checklist complete, and before to turn on the anti-collision light. This could definitely got a little bit better, but we was a little bit distracted of all the traffic. My god, it feels like the wing are so far away, but if you look outside the distance, or maybe the wing tips are actually a little bit far away. But it looks further away from here. And what is our call sign? 414? Ålesund traffic, Nordic 414, pushing back out of stand 13, Ålesund traffic. We're going to nose left, tail right. Guess I think that profile did not work. Okay, we can start engines as we want. Okay, so it should be really good. The brakes starts cooling down. There you go. Clear on the left, and it should be clear on the right. Starting engine number 2. Fuel. Okay, I see the problem why the aircraft was on the grass, because GSX. I see the problem. What? Brake set. There you go. Copy the ground. We have a good engine start. Starting at number 1. Fuel. Forgot to turn us. Oh my gosh. There you go, engine number 1 is stable. Just going to get to confirm the gear pin. There you go, she has the gear pin. So then we can do the flag roll check. So elevators checked, ailerons checked, and rudder checked, flag roll check are complete. So before taxi checklist, generators are on, P2 heat on, anti-ice off, active pressure packs auto, ice rifle auto, and the start switches at continuous, recall checked, interstart levers are returned, flag controls are checked, ground equipment is cleared, and AP off. Before taxi checklist are complete. So then we can announce our taxi. Just going to get the taxi charge. Also traffic loading 414 taxiing to Ålesund Point runway 2 for also traffic. There we go. Brakes released. Traffic Nordic 414, backtracking, runway 24. Okay, we're going to backtrack. Seat for departure, please. so we're just going to check the brake temperature right before departure. So we have a temperature of 3, so I think that is actually not, it's actually not required, I think, to an in-flight, yeah, 2 minutes, around 2 minutes. Vila traffic, Nordic 414 departing out of runway 24, Vila traffic. There you go. So it's 2 minutes. So then, take off. Thrust stable. Take off rest set.
knots.
Checked.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Clock. Monday. Monday. Flaps on. Flaps up. 1 minute. Gear up. Check it off. Take a checklist. I'll take a checklist. Engine bleeds. On Pax Auto. Landing gear up and off. Flaps up. Knowledge competitors are 1015. Set and cross check. After take a checklist, I'll complete. First to go. We can now continue climb up to 310. Get extra maybe take the rest. And that's big, yeah. Altimeter standard, set and cross checked. Mr. Cabin crew. Take off passing 10,000. Running lights off. Well, what up there? we want to take the runway that is closest to our gate. There we go. So weather should be good in Oslo, or good enough, so we don't need to take a note of the land. So runway heading is 192 degrees. 192 degrees. 192 degrees. Wireless frequency is 111.3. Fixed wing, runway 19 right. That's going to be 4 and 5 nautical miles. What is it? 700. We're going to do 876. So we have Oslo online, so arrival like this. So hospital is runway 1 on left and 1 on right. Transition level is 80. Okay, so then guys are ready for the approach briefing. So approach briefing, I'm going to begin with the weather for Oslo. So this is information hotel. So Metaport winds at 230 degrees at 11 knots. Kavake temperature is 19, dew point is 8, and coolage 1014. We're going to land via the Belgu 3 mic arrival. As you can see, it's an RNAV arrival, so no VRs and Bs are required. MSA at Oslo is 3,900 feet, and the only threat we should have for this arrival is actually nothing. So for our landing, we are going to land the ILS for runway 19 right. Runway heading is 192 degrees, and ILS means 111.3. Minimums are going to be 876 feet. The transition level is going to be 8,000 feet, and we have a restriction here, minimum 160 knots until 40 ME final. So if you need to go around, harmless approach. That's climb on the track 190 degrees, 2 TME 2.5 Gold Sierra Whiskey. Then to right, to track 220 degrees, climb to 5,000 and expect vectoring by Oslo approach, or in this case ourselves. So when we have landed, we should expect to vacate at Alpha 5, Alpha 4-ish, and then taxi via hotel to stand, what stand is it? Just get the parking stand short here. There you go. So we should expect to park at stand 68. That should be our expected stand. So yeah, that should be it. Are there any questions for the approach briefing? Probably not. Then our approach briefing is complete. So there you go. Anne, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. So we are flown for 11 minutes. Are soon going to begin our descent, maybe. Not yet. When are we actually expected to land? That is 15:40. Okay, that's 30 minutes. So probably it's going to be... Yeah, should be. As always, 25 minutes. Yeah, so we still just have a tower line. And I'm not sure about the traffic in the area. If that is good enough, we can maybe take a shortcut. But the few times I've done it, a few times we have almost crashed with some aircraft. So yeah, we have a lot of traffic inbound. Take a fast to go. Yeah, we have a lot of inbound traffic in Oslo here, so I think we're going to take just the arrival route today. It was a few aircraft that was inbound there. We have like 4 aircraft from the north, including us, so... Yeah. Okay, we have passed flight level 300. So, top of descent is going to be in 500 miles or in 4 minutes. Flaps 30, 139 knots plus 5, that is most likely only change 1 knot. Yeah, most likely change, so it's going to be 138, let's see. 139 will be 3, and then we can do the descent checklist. So, descent checklist, presentation, landing altitude at 700 feet, recall, checked, auto brakes set to 3, landing data, 139 knots plus 5 and minimums 876 feet. And approach briefing is complete. Descent checklist are complete. So we can begin our descent soon. Begin to descend to 20,000 feet. Okay, so we are most likely just going to cruise for like 4 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes or something is our cruise going to be. So a lot shorter than our cruise to Ålesund. We cruise for maybe 12 minutes or something when we flew to Ålesund. I don't remember, but it was a lot longer than this cruise. Yeah, the flight back is like 10 minutes shorter as well, so it makes a little bit sense. descend in a few seconds. So we can... Okay, so if in case we can take a shortcut, that is going to be between here, then we could expect to land at 37 sustainably. We're saving like 3 minutes, so it isn't a lot, but maybe actually going to save more as well, because we're going to slow the aircraft down. Because in this altitude and this height, we are going to arrive at 37, and that is in 25 minutes. Around that, so we can just say 25 minutes and we're going to wait and see if we can take a shortcut or not. We have aircraft beside us here. What aircraft is that? Okay, so we have one that is coming from Molde. Right beside us here, we have ourselves, we have a Scandinavian Airlines from Ålesund, we have a Oslo Norwegian from Trondheim. So we have 4 aircraft coming in from the same runway. And the guy that part before us is almost ready to land. So this is not very good. Hopefully we are going to get a good enough separation. We were very good at that landing into Ålesund. I even didn't know that we had another aircraft behind us. Okay, there we go. We are now beginning our descent. There we go. Then vi kan do the BA. Mine damer og herrer, det litt någonting fra cockpiten. Så vi kanskje har med til, så nå blir nedstillingen vår ned til Oslo. Og jeg forventer til å lande om rundt 25 minutter. Været i Oslo, det skal fortsatt være ganske bra. Hvis vi bare kan få været her. Så det er fortsatt litt grann vind fra sør-vest. Så er det litt grann skyområde og 19 grader. Vi håper å ha tatt en veldig fin flytt om Norwegian, og vi håper vi ser igjen veldig snart. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick update from the flight deck. As you may have noticed, we now begin our descent down to Oslo and are expecting to land in around 25 minutes. The weather in Oslo is still pretty good. We have some wind from the southwest, some thick clouds, and 19 degrees. We hope that you enjoyed this flight with Norwegian, and we hope to see you again very soon. There you go. Okay, this guy here just flew right. He took a long shortcut. Flew right down to the final approach, or the initial approach fix. Babat. So he just flew straight into the ILS. Okay, so we have this aircraft from Trondheim. He's cruising at 31,000 feet. We are at 30. Okay, so we have begun our descent. He's not. So most likely we are the first aircraft that is going to arrive, so we can take direct to Bavad, I think, and then just speed up. Can do this. Are you kidding me? Just as I did it, the approach controller went online. Oh my gosh. So then we need to just select this again. Kidding me? Why? Why? And is this the person I think it is? Oh no, okay, it isn't. Are you kidding with me? Right, as I said, that we're going to do that. Try to separate some traffic or something. Approach goes online. But then, if you think about our missed approach, then we can expect to spare also approach, not ourselves this time. So we know that. Okay, we are definitely past flight over 300, so we're going to set that there. Yeah, it's still this aircraft. This is our same height, but what aircraft is that? That is the aircraft from Molde. Oh, we are definitely going to collide. We're like, it is some miles separation, but we are flying to the same waypoint. that's the aircraft that is flying to Molde. No? I don't know. It's really difficult to use this TCAS thing because it's actually not very accurate. Maybe we should speed up a little bit. If we go to descend, we can say we can descend at 300 knots, speed up with 50 knots, maybe we can. So we can do this, so we can maybe separate the traffic even more. So that then it's actually going to be easier for approach as well. But first the aircraft actually needs to accelerate. Come on, there you go. I said 300 knots, not 285 or whatever you said. That's 284, 83. I said 300 knots. So it's 300 there. Why? Oh, we have a speed restriction as well. We'll get 250. Oh no, that's good. And there you go. That we have some other traffic. We got to send to Econ again and decelerate the aircraft. I think we can let the approach to this. I'm not going to do I'm not going to do anything with that. Approach can take care of it. But this aircraft seems like to be in front of us. But this actually no, I don't know. Maybe that's the aircraft. Yeah, that makes it. That's maybe the aircraft from. Oh my god, we are so many that's coming in from the same place, and we're definitely going to collide soon if someone doesn't take action here. And we need to descend a lot as well, so. Someone here needs to take vectors to avoid a collision over Norway. But that's not good. We try to find this aircraft here. No, it's really difficult to find this aircraft. They're very small and these are big skies. So 12045. Okay, we can descend down to 150. So if we're landing 40 then, that means seatbelts will do all in around 5 minutes or something. 12045. Oh, sorry, misclicked. That was not what I was supposed to do. Okay, it's just like we are actually behind. What? Those two are going to collide. Or is that us? Maybe that is actually us. Ourselves? Maybe that is actually ourselves. I don't know. Only thing I know, they are most likely almost to collide here. And we should actually very soon enter. Oh my god, this is. That is us. Yeah, the aircraft in front of us. That is maybe this Scandinavian Airlines. That is. The flight from Molde, and somewhere up here that's going to be the aircraft from Trondheim. Oh my gosh, I feel bad for approach controller. I was delayed though, so I have a little reason to arrive at this time. He is going to fly the same, or rather, we are going to collide. We are definitely going to collide here if nothing happens. But what aircraft is this? Is that the Scandinavian aircraft? No, that is the aircraft. That's the aircraft from Molde, maybe? No, that is the aircraft from Molde. No, Molde is it, or is it only Molde? That's the aircraft, the Scandinavian aircraft, maybe? I don't know. Just hope that we are going to contact approach soon. So we're flown for 25 minutes. We have like 50 minutes of flight time left. It was really close. Right after I vacated the runway in Ålesund, but another Norwegian aircraft landed right behind us. So it could be real close here too. We are like, if we get like 10 miles, yeah, we have like 5 miles separation. That's actually, this should be more. So I think I'm going to get a speed restriction like 250 knots or less, and in front of us most likely maybe 270 or more or something. So we can separate this aircraft. Okay, so we're actually going to be the aircraft behind here. So that's the aircraft from Trondheim, it seems like. I said that I think I'm going to be the aircraft that's going to land first. No, I'm going to be the aircraft to land. I think it's fourth aircraft to land from this. Yeah, I'm going to be the last one. If we get fast to go, we can turn on the seatbelt and we can continue to descend down to 120, hopefully conducting approach really soon. Still holds around the same separation. There you go, contacting approach 12045. Push approach, hello Nordic 414, passing 140. Okay, we have a crosswind, nice. What? Was that for us? But I think we maybe got it switched request. Gosh, thanks. 3420 Nordic 414. 34. Oh my god. 3420. Hopefully that was correct. That was close. That was really close out both times. I like how this aircraft is actually 2,000 feet above us. Roger, following the arrival and maintain 120 Nordic 414. Good. lost us a little bit. That's okay to say something wrong. It's totally okay. For some reason, tower control is... Oh, was that for me? I not... Oh no, it was for Sketty. Oh my god. Descent 5000 feet, Kinetic 1014, clear direct Bava, Nordic 414. Just going to clear direct Bava. Speed, we have minus 2,500, so we can capture the bin en path again. Okay, passing 10,000, landing lights on. And approach checklist, start meters 1014, set and cross check. Approach checklist is complete. 414. Okay, that is... Okay, maybe it's level change then. Was not supposed to happen. Flying 100 and descent 4000 Nordic 414. Speed 200 knots, Nordic 414. Right 160, clear Dallas 100 right, Nordic 414. Flaps 5. Fast to go.
Vi
160 knots or greater until 40 ME Nordic 414. Like, it said on the flight plan or start. Cabin crew, sit for landing, please. Dominatus på 3 Nordic 414, ha det bra. Common Tower, god kväll. Nordic 414, establish LS1 on the right.
Nordic 414, okay, wind 250, wind 79 knots, runway 19 right, number 2, continue approach.
Number 2, continue approach, Nordic 414. Gear down. Laps 15. Laps 25. Laps 30. Landing checklist. Chemical given any start switches at continuous. Speedback arm letting down flaps for the green light, then checklist out complete. Gosh. Something.
1,000.
Clear lane 1 on the right, Nordic 414. Can we clear the land?
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
100. Ten.
When you're braking. Taxi stand 16 Hotel November and Golf Nordic 414.
Nordic 219,
Oh my
runway
gosh.
19 right, clear to land. Clear land 100 right, Nordic 2
Flaps up. So we got to text stand 16, well, Hotel November Golf.
Red North 5523, wind 250 knots, wind 09 knots, runway 19 left, clear tempo. Triple step runway 19 left, there was no 703.
What is happening? This is actually a PowerPoint presentation. And we're going to crash if we don't get rid of this. My gosh. My gosh. Where stand 16? This... It is possible to do anything with this type of performance. Okay, we want to start our APU.
Red North 5523, contact the Oslo approach on 120.450. 120.450, Red North 5523, thank you very much.
Okay, for some reason this has something to do with the problem. Zoom.
You want one check, bro?
What's happened now? Did the vehicle
Nordic
just stop?
01 Mike, text and
Did not.
Okay, good afternoon, Nordic 3 Alpha Tango. I'm putting communication dash 800 from Fort Man. Would you request Alpha Queen to Edinburgh or Surrey?
road station, say call sign.
Nordic 3 Alpha.
Nordic 3 Alpha Tango, I have a flight plan for Nordic 4 Golf Alpha, is that you? If so, please refine with correct call sign.
Oh, sorry, I'm actually the one who's called from Victor on the show.
Okay, that's how I've got time when we did flew to Ålesund, that's good. Get to blue one red engine start. Okay, so... Okay, the landing gear was very smooth.
0 degrees, 09 knots, runway 19 right, clear, touch and go, on the go, turn left, and join 19 left, downward. Clear, touch and go, 19 right, and on the go, left, and turning down in 19 left,
Is that the right flight from Vinboner for Nordic 3 Alpha Tango?
There we go.
Nordic 3 Alpha Tango, I can see you have filed a flight plan. Can you please reconnect with VPilot and refund?
Yep, good over.
Can also request deboarding. There we go. Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Engine start. No story. Progate off. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps up. Brakes set. Engine start. Gears cut off. Weathered off. And technical log are complete. Shutdown checklist are complete. So we're just going to disconnect it. So I don't need to list all of this. So there you go. There you go, we're now beginning our deboarding. So yeah guys, that should be it for this flight, or this stream. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I really hope to see you on the 100 special on Saturday and Sunday, where we're going to fly from Copenhagen to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia with Norwegian and UNICEF. That is going to be really good, and we also need to take a landing in the middle of the route because the range of this aircraft isn't long enough. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope to see you there. So that should be the next stream. So then, hope